And how's it going, guys? It goes me, Uncle Luke, and welcome to my channel. And yep, today we are playing once again the Okie Dokie Little 2 Club. And yep, I know I already brought this in on the channel, but I didn't finish the series, so I'll start over again. So yep, without further ado, let's get right into the game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor, and good friend since we are children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just the kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sit and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say you're saying that like you were thinking to ignore me. That's mean, Luki. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. I still have to... whatever. Let's go. By the way, Luki, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know, and I know you're happy now, but I would die at the thought that you would be becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me want to ease her mind at least. A little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for a ounce of motivation. Yeah, motivation. I need motivation to keep going. Whatever. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. Yeah. I guess I have no choice but to start with anime club. I would start by gaming club and then anime club, but yet I'm not the one in charge this time. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I would catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought that you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Hey, Minnie! Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Yeah, that's all it's about. Not that I have were aware of not like not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Sorry for my bad English. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she's only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Poor Sayuri, don't be mean, come on, she's not a bad girl. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning that has to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. It's not just your soul, you sold your full self to four beautiful girls. Don't worry, relax, you'll love it. Until Sunday. Sunday is the day you have to make it. Like Five Nights at Freddy's 6 Pizzeria Simulator. Sunday. Don't forget Sunday. They all need to be here at Sunday. You need to reach Sunday, my boy. And I'll make you reach Sunday. So, without spoilers, again, let's go. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, looky, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. And the pervert one inside of all of us, man, start acting. Sorry ladies, we are like this. We can't help it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year, and she also is the one who made the cupcakes according to Sayuri. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Sayuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Lucky. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Yeah, both of us are out of our league, boy. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. So, we have a crush on Monica. No, we have a crush on this girl, Sayuri Nissan. And we also have a crush, we'll have a crush on Natsuki. Yeah, I'll start by Natsuki. Neck breaker. Let's go. Come, sit down, Lucky. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Go on, do your stuff. The girls have a few desks around to form a table. Has Sayori mentioned it? It's been written so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. So, before we keep going, I have something to tell you. I already recorded this episode. The thing is, my screen recorder stopped recording at 10 minutes, so I'm using my PC's default screen recorder. So yeah, the quality, sound, and image might not be good. And quality, of course, it won't be so good as my other one, but I'll fix that later. So let's keep going. Still feeling awkward, I have to sit next to Sayori. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen of white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Hehe, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. As she's waiting for me to take a bite, I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. Not for you, no. You, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returned the table carrying a tea set. Yeah, I would say the thing backwards, but whatever. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to a cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good buck? I prefer coffee, but tea is not bad at all. I think he agrees with me. Coffee is better than tea, but tea is not bad at all. There's just some differences. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh shit. No shit, Sherlock. You found out. Heh, that's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I feel like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if it makes school events like festival that much more important, I'm conv- I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lucky, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I'm muttering quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of a teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Midori goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious, by the way her eyes light up, that she finds a comfort into world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with a deep psychological elements usually immerse me too. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of our own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? And anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Well, don't mess with the rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poem, everything you do is just cute as you are. Saori slides up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute, Natsuki. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Uh, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Ah, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Yeah? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um. mm, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us to get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lucky? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem, and here we go. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Oh, bad boy is feeling sad because he doesn't want to join. He doesn't know if he wants to join or not now. Oh well, let's get a grab. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never said I would join. I still have other clubs to look at, and boy, I lose my train of thought. Oh shit, no! The fuck? Never mind. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Lucky. First of all, I want to ask. Please forget about that thing of my screen stopped working. My PC is not okay. I'm still trying to do stuff, so yeah, return. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, I would be too. Never mind. Let's go. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? What is if that is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Ah, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's excitement. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lucky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Lucky, since we are here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walked home together anymore. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Yeah, wait until Sunday like I said. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Well, I mean, you don't need to wait for Sunday, you can wait until Friday. Yeah, Friday afternoon will be fun. No, it won't, but whatever. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time for the poem. I want to impress Natsuki, so let's start. So, Natsuki is... Oh, wait, no. No, wait! Ah! Okay, this is easy, cute. Awesome. Awesome. No, wait, no. Sparkle. Ah, wait. Rose. Games. Okay. Been shopping. Bunny. Dream. Melody. Agonizing nibble. Pink. Yeah. Boop. Sunny. Shiny. Dance. Yes, Sayori looks like she would dance. Romance. Kawaii. Strawberry. Kiss. And anime. Okay, guess I did it. Probably. Hi again, Lucky. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my promise. I keep my word, not promise. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Yup, you are. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lucky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive at first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh shit, I won't see the end of this indeed. Natsuki, you simply have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Well, it starts with M. So, okay. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Well, it's not wrong, it's not wrong. Don't worry, guys. Look, he always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's why your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, how come? You and Luke can become good friends too. Sayuri, as usually, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Well, if it was a smartphone I would be pleased, but it's a book. I'm joking. Not all books are bad. Well, let's go. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is that girl accidentally being so cute? Not accidentally. She even picked out a book she'd think I would like, despite me not reading too much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah, right. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Yeah, taking probably her manga collection. Natsuki. Ugh. I hear Natsuki heard her and exasperated high from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. That's the point. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it. You figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ha! Much better. Seeing a box set with one missing is probably the most irritating sight in the whole world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box and set she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the box right into my hands. I stare at the cover. The features four girls in colorful and tight skating. It's exceedingly moo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close with her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. Like, while she hopes I won't know this. God, my English is so bad. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Hmm? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Huh. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like about a bunch of friends in high school. A typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of those, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Wait, let me just do something. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Well, that's never a good thing, but you can get free ice cream for that. Girls, you're smarter than us, you know what I'm talking about. But that's just it helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get in all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimate you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for everyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. The best ones, please, English. My English is bad, but this is worse. Not to mention she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know what you mean. So to share your manga with your friends, could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They are just think manga is for kids. I can't even break it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face sometimes. I know the feeling, like I watch anime and some people say, wow, you're a little kid. Well, a lot of adults watch Naruto, watch Dragon Ball, so don't fucking judge me, you little shit. I know there's an adult watching this video. Probably not, my channel is not big. But if there's an adult, stop judging. Well, if there's an adult watching my channel, he wouldn't judge anime, he would judge like me saying too much mean words, especially if your son watch my... Let's not get into that. Makes me want to punch them in the face sometimes. I know the feeling. So let's go ahead. I know those kind of people. Yeah, we three knew. We three know the things. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who won't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts a finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles in excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone you like that. Yeah, sure. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, from whom is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You just give it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Ah, yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. It's that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets banned, I'll kill you. But by tomorrow, I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Of course it's Natsuki, then Sayuri, then Yuri, and then Monica for last, because she has the writing tip. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested on her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Hmm? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when I'm writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Uh, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what the real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh! Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Gah, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, here we go again. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, holes can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem next? Sayori, come here, boy.